Hi, I'm MrByZ, and I just got back from Disneyland, where I got to experience Galaxy's Edge there at Disneyland with going to Batuu. And I did buy a lot of stuff, and I'm going to have reviews of some of that a little bit later. But first I thought I'd just give you a little look. If you've never been to Galaxy's Edge, this is what it's like. There's a lot of people who've talked about this. I know myself, even Jason from Galaxy Toys, my friend, we've talked about how it didn't look like Star Wars, but I gotta say, being there, it feels like Star Wars. There's a lot of ambience. I tried to capture this in these videos. We'll see how successful I am. I'm gonna try and keep a lot of the audio up in these rather than, I'll probably have some narration, but I want you to be able to feel, because there's lots of different sounds that go on while you're there that really give you that feel that you're on a different planet. So I'll try and give you a little bit of tour of what it is there, and then coming up probably later this week, I'll have a review of lots of the toys, because as you can see here, I have plenty to look through and review. I know my droid, I actually did build my own droid there, so I even got one of those there to check.
Let's walk around before we go in.
Looks like a pile of junk to me.
So this is the entrance to where you can build your own droid. I'll take you in here. You can kind of see the layout for everything for building the droids. Here's the droid builder area laid out just in a still photo. This is the entrance to Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. Here we're looking around inside Doc Ondar's. This is where you can see all the really cool kind of prop looking things. Really expensive stuff is mostly sold here. It's a really cool place to look around. I just took several still shots inside of here, but you can see all the cool stuff on the walls. Most of the stuff sold here is the expensive stuff though. This is just a walk through the marketplace.
What movie
entrance to Oga's Cantina does have a droid detector. This is one of the hallways for the line for the Falcon ride. Here's just some of the fun stuff that you can see while waiting in line to get in the Falcon. This is like the engine room. You can see the back of the Falcon from up top, which is really cool. And then you see this familiar droid, along with a very familiar person with Hondo. This is an amazing animatronic. It does not look robotic at all. It is so cool. This is just some insides of the Falcon just before you get onto the ride when you're called to do your mission. If you look closely, you see some familiar items in the containers here on the Falcon, and I had to take my selfie with the chess table, of course. And here you're going to see me and my crew. I didn't know the people I was with, but as we are called to go into the cockpit of the Falcon, so I'll be able to take you kind of in how that works when you go from the hold towards the cockpit.
Do you want to be with this? I can see myself. Yeah. She fixed the big brake. Oh, gotcha. No, that's fine. I've been there before. Oh, gotcha. Any pointers for me? The button. You guys work together and fly in a straight line. Oh, yeah.
Very good. Of your brand new crew members and a few.
These are just a couple of stills showing what that final waiting area looks like before you get, and then what the inside of the cockpit looks like. I didn't shoot any video inside the cockpit, but you can see it looks like you're looking right out the Falcon. It's pretty cool. And you have these panels that you work on depending on what job that you have in the ride. And this was just kind of a look at our score at the end of one of my trips that I did. At the other end of Black Spire Outpost, of course, is the Resistance base area. So let's kind of look back at that, and then here's the Resistance cannon. This is what the ride entrance will be for Rise of the Resistance. And we have a full-size A-Wing on display there, as well as a full-size X-Wing. And you can just kind of walk around. There's not a whole lot going on over there. And I just finished with a couple pictures from at night. It's really beautiful to go there at night. If you have a chance to go over there, all the lighting and everything is just really cool to see what it looks like at night as well as during the day. Of course, the lights are on the Falcon, and it's just lit up really, really well. I thought it would be cool to add a couple of these shots in here.
In conclusion, I highly recommend checking out Galaxy's Edge. If you're like on the fence, like, I mean, if you're going to take a trip to Disneyland, you're probably not just going for Star Wars stuff. Maybe you are, I don't know. But it is totally worthwhile. I felt, even every time I left there, I felt like I could just spend more time there and enjoy it more. I went on the ride 3 times. I wanted to do it more. Having my family there, of course, limits me, not in a bad way. I got to have fun with my son and see his reactions to different things as well. Including he got to meet Darth Vader, which was pretty cool. But it was just so cool. And the biggest thing I'll say in there is you can play the Disney Play game on your iPhone or other device while you're there. And you can get really involved. There's lots of little jobs you can take. And I got into this one where I was just hacking things. And I just kept going. I probably spent 45 minutes on my phone playing different games. And it takes you all around the land, checking out different things. And pretty soon I was like, I need to stop because I need to enjoy a little bit more and go back and rejoin my family because I just gotten so involved and there were so many different jobs you could do. I feel like you could spend several days there and just be in that part of the park and still enjoy yourself and going around checking out all this stuff. I just got to that point, I was like, I gotta stop. I'm doing too much here. So I do recommend it. Check out Disney Play. If you've not done that, download that before you go to Disneyland. You can translate Arabesh while you're there. There's a game you can do while you're in line to get on the Falcon that works pretty cool. You earn credits and stuff. Not that the credits really mean anything, but it's just kind of a fun thing to do, and it adds a little bit more atmosphere and that Star Wars feel that you definitely get while you're there in Galaxy's Edge. I really felt like I was in Batuu. Now, I have the advantage, I have read a couple of books that have taken place there and the comics, so I was a little familiar with stuff. But definitely check it out. Check out the Disney Play app while you're there. Get your reservation to Oga's Cantina. Do your droid building. I didn't get to do the lightsaber building because I just wasn't as interested, but everybody I've heard from do that. I just want to pay $200 for a lightsaber right now. Maybe one day, but I've heard the experience in that is totally awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back later with some reviews of some cool toys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you can join me later on.